This is Isaac here from Blokes on Spokes. Going to be touring you around Hertfordshire, sharing some of our New Year's resolutions. We have 8 in total, and we're hoping to make a positive impact out of them. I love what New Year's resolution. What is your New Year's resolution? What a great question that is, because one, it incentivizes making a little small positive change, one for your lifestyle, and it might even impact others. So we're looking forward to sharing a few of our New Year's resolutions that maybe you guys will want to get involved in. With each and small little change and other people get involved, then it makes a larger change. And I think, you know, we just want to make the world a better place. So here goes. I'll take you step by step each of the resolutions, and we'll keep you on track throughout the year on how we're doing, and hopefully we'll be able to keep some of them all the way. Stop the beautiful and wonderful North Midlands Park, which is not too far from me. Great place for a walk and escape through the trees. And also I go wild camping here every now and then. I did not say that. Shh. Anyway, so the first resolution is using low carbon transport, such as bikes. And that is a key one for obviously the team, because we're all cyclists in Blokes on Spokes. And one of the reasons why this is really good is because it requires less cars on the road if we're all cycling, and it means less fuel, less pollution. You see where I'm going here with the environmental impact. And also another good thing is that you get fitter and healthier because you actually have to physically pedal, and that also helps improve your mental health and your physical health. So that's a really good resolution to give it a go this year. One of my little favourite rivers, Mimsbrook, is the second resolution, which is being open with mental health. It's something that we could all work towards, especially during the pandemic when it's been really difficult times. And the first step for someone to kind of help you or give you guidance is being open and discussing it in public, or not in public, but with someone at least. And that's the first step. And there's so many charities that you can do that with. One is Mind, they're all over the country. I'm a trustee for the one in Hertfordshire, Mind in Mid Herts, and they'd be more than happy to hear from you and what you have to say, and just listen and help maybe guide you and improve your mental health. Others are Samaritans, Mental Health Foundation, Young Minds, Calm, and there's a whole list of different organisations that are more than happy to hear from you. But yeah, that's one of our New Year's resolutions, being a bit more open with our mental health, especially guys. Guys are very bad with this because we're all macho, aren't we, inside? But deep down we're soft cuddly bears. Landed at one of my favourite viewpoints. It goes over Gobians Woods in Brookman's Park area, but for some reason it's not very good today because it's winter. But have you heard of reduce, reuse, recycle? Now these are 3 words that are all interlinked. Recycling is really important. It saves energy, it saves extra pollution required to create more. And remember, need creates need. If we can recycle, we can be far more efficient. And you know, when I see stuff like this, like you know, this is plastic obviously be just thrown out of a car. You can see on here, like there's a little symbol, arrows going around. Online there's loads of resources to check if things are recyclable. Like that I remember is it might be recyclable, so it's worth putting away. You need as much produce as much as more. A good example is clothing. Like I think we can reuse our clothing. You know, it's an old top, you don't like it. It might be a good gym top, so it can be reused and repurposed for something else. Failing that, if you can't find a way to repurpose or reuse something, or even recycle something, you can put it and post it online on apps like Olio or Freegal, and some people can check out if they want it or not, and they'll come pick it up from your house.
Meatless Mondays, or reducing meat consumption, is another New Year's resolution. As we know, meat requires an enormous amount of resource, especially beef. The resource for meat comes generally from animals grown on farms. For example, beef comes from cows. To grow these animals for meat production, the animals require tons and tons of acres of grassland and lots of water. Where does one get all this land to grow enough cows or sheep or chickens, I wonder? Well, currently what we're doing is building farms wherever possible, even at the mercy of cutting down a forest for commercial gain. This means farming eats into our wild green spaces and our national parks to fulfill our meat-eating demands.
Reducing single-use plastic like this. It's just all over the place. It's really light, it can be blown by wind, it's really hard to break down, and it can make its way into sort of habitats for birds, animals, fish, and they eat it, and then obviously it poisons them and kills them off. So we want to reduce the use of single-use plastic, and by doing so, it reduces demand. Need creates need. If there was no demand, there would be no business, so there wouldn't be so much petrochemical companies making millions of pounds, which are killing off a lot of the biodiversity in the planet. So things like using sustainable products like bamboo, for instance, bamboo clothing. One of our sponsors called BAM is sponsoring us some bamboo clothing for our trip. And some other things that you could do is like reducing single-use plastic, maybe using some more reusable cups, reusable water bottles, reusable bags, not plastic bags of course, and those things all help. So yeah, let's get rid of that. No more single-use plastic. Well, try to reduce it. Rewiring Project. What this means is that it's an area of land that is now being turned back from previously farmland into a forest, so that new biodiversity can come and new habitats can go back to where they were before we came in and ploughed it away. So yeah, lovely. So one of the reasons this area is brought up because it's another one of our New Year's resolutions, which is getting involved in maybe rewilding and planting trees. Trees is really good for taking out carbon dioxide from the atmosphere using photosynthesis. We know that. A lot of companies at the minute are using it as kind of a gimmick to get past all of their activities that they're doing, kind of saying we are really green because, yeah, I know we are polluting the atmosphere doing this, but we're also planting trees to take out the atmosphere. It's a good incentive, but it obviously doesn't stop the demand of those products, which are creating emissions in the first place. But it's a great effort. And one other thing is planting trees not only increases the carbon sink effect, which is storing carbon back into the trees and into the ecosystem, but also provides habitats and places for biodiversity to flourish, which is really important too. So yeah, we're going to get involved in that. Welcome to my shower. Doesn't mean to be like intimate or anything, but I just wanted to talk about one of our resolutions, which is saving water and reducing our water intake. Turning off taps tightly, using a water saving shower head like this, or the one we've got already installed. But Thames Water provides actually for free if you Google it. And it's just one of the things that we researched and came across was that in some areas of the UK, Eastern England, for instance, in the summer, there is a bit of water shortage going on because there's not enough rainfall to replenish due to the amount of demand from the growing population. So yeah, I think it's quite important that we conserve water. As the population grows, there's going to be more and more need of us to save water. So get one of these and turn off the taps. Plus, it might save your water bill. Things came to mind with our New Year's resolutions for 2021, one of which is energy supplier, maybe changing to 100% renewable electricity like what our sponsor Green Energy UK provides. It's a little bit more expensive, but it means that you're getting 100% renewable and you're investing your electricity bills in a positive way for the environment. And then pension B, again, maybe a little bit expensive, for changing your pension to a fossil fuel free plan, which would mean that the pension doesn't invest in fossil fuels, as well as tobacco industry, nuclear weapon industry and things like that. All very good, positive things to do. But I'm going to leave you with our last and final New Year's resolution, which is being a bit more unplugged. And that can mean two things. One, by unplugging all your devices off standby when you're not using them, it means electricity current isn't running through them and you're not wasting your electricity. So hopefully your electricity bill will be reduced from basically unplugging and turning off everything. And the other thing is mentally, for your mental health, it's very good to unplug, because when you switch off all your devices and you kind of lock away the notifications and the bombardment of internet activity that can kind of build up tension and stress throughout the day. So you can just switch off, reset your mind and enjoy your evening and then have a good night's sleep. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to switch off and unplug. So here we go. Happy 2021.